Hey, what's happening? What's going on, everybody? My name is Matt, in case you don't know who I am. Welcome to this YouTube channel where we talk about day trading. In today's day trading course video, we're going to be discussing charts, what they are, what they tell us, and how we use them. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so we are looking at a couple charts here. Charts are essentially price over time. So over here on the right side of the right axis, you can always see price on pretty much any chart you're looking at. And then on the bottom, on pretty much any chart you're looking at, you'll see time. I'm going to be going over how to use a 5-minute chart or any time-based chart, meaning I'm looking at given increments of time on this. I'm also going to go over the idea of like a range chart or a tick chart. There's multiple styles of charts, right? For this chart that we're looking at here, each of these bars, whether it be red or green, is actually called a candle, a candlestick. So these are each 5-minute candles, meaning each candle represents 5 minutes of time and price movement. On the start of these candles, you'll see like a whole body is what we call it. So the colored part of this candle is called the body of the candle. On a red candle, the 5 minutes started where the solid line is and ended where the solid line is down below it. So this was the start of the 5 minutes. This was the end of the 5 minutes. Anything that happened in between this 5 minutes can be represented through what we call wicks. So for instance, on this green candle here, you see this long skinny line that shoots up. So what this means is the candle started its 5-minute cycle here at 11,000. It ended its 5-minute cycle here at 11,001, but it actually went all the way up during the 5 minutes up to 11,011 and all the way down to 10,996. So what this tells you is that at the start of the 5 minutes, it was at 11,000. At some point during that 5 minutes, it went down to 10,096, went back up. It went all the way up to 11,000 and went back down and ended its 5-minute cycle here at 11,001. So as you can see, this candle's moving here right now. And as it makes new lows, you'll see this wick keep going down. And then as it goes up, it leaves that line. So this just shows you where price has been during this 5-minute candle. I can actually change this to, let's say, even like a day. So now each candlestick is a day. So we're looking at a lot of time right here, right? This goes all the way, this is March 23rd. So when you open up a daily chart, you're able to see a lot more of time, but the same principle still applies. This is where the price opened on this day at 6:15. At some point, the price went down, created what we call a wick, which is the long skinny line, right? And then it went all the way back up to 10,950 before the day ended, right? So the big things to note on these types of candlestick bars are wicks. I think wicks are super important. And again, understanding that the open is where if it's a green candle, the open of the candle, so the start of the 5 minutes will always be at the bottom solid line, and the close of the candle will always be at the top. Anything above is the high, anything below is the low. On a red candle, meaning price ended down from where it started the 5 minutes before that, the top solid line will be where the candle started, bottom will be where it closed. So this is really helpful because it allows you to kind of visualize how price is moving and what price has done over a given amount of time. We can also use what we call like a range chart, which will be over here. I'll just go ahead and make it big. This chart is basically just saying the same idea. Where has price been over a certain amount of time? Again, that's what we really care about. Where does price go? How has it been moving? How can we visualize it? There's tons of different ways to visualize it out there. So I do recommend you study and do your own research on these. This is called a range chart, so you'll see it a lot on stream. And this is just saying every candle is not time-based, but it is basically how much has price moved. So for this, it's going to move 22 ticks in either direction in order to make a new candle. And this is just visualizing price again. Additionally, on charts, you can add things called indicators, right? So this is my 5-minute chart. I can add a lot of different indicators here on Tradevate. They have a ton that you can scroll through, add, search, etc. You can even code your own. But what they're doing is you're adding these to a chart in order to help you visualize where price could go next. That's the whole point of looking at a chart, is to try and predict and give yourself better odds of where price will be heading so that you can make a good trade and make money off it, right? So it's good to not have too many indicators because it can create a lot of noise and confusion on your chart, but every now and then a couple are good to have. We'll go over that in further detail throughout the course. So I hope this gives you a very quick understanding of what candlesticks are, what the chart is that we're even looking at. It does look like a bunch of just colorful lines, colorful bars going across the screen, right? But it's actually telling a bigger story of where price has been and at what time price was there. So I can look at this chart and know exactly that at 17:45, whatever time that is, 5:45 p.m., price was at 10,935, etc. So it can also show us how fast price is moving. So on this 5-minute candle, you can see that price has gone down like 50 points, whereas it was only moving 3 or 4 points on all of these candles, and now it's moving 5 points. So it can give you indications of what's happening that day to make it go crazy. So now you know what's in a chart, what a candlestick is, what time-based charts are, and how we use them. If this video was helpful for you, make sure you press the thumbs up button down below, as well as subscribe for more content and our live stream that comes on free every morning, Monday through Friday at 8:30 Central. Come hang out, come trade with us. It's a great time. So I will see you there, and I look forward to having you in the next video. Thanks.